The shutout win gave the Pirates that sunken feeling. But rise from the depths they have again, seeking the treasure that has forever eluded them. A formidable foe stands in their path. Brick is back too, sturdy as ever. Thirty-seven teams had the chance to be state champions. We're down to 2, and the state champion will be crowned tonight as Brick Township, the Green Dragons, take on the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Hi, everybody. Ken Adelberger here. Glad you could join us here on CN8. We're going to crown a champion here tonight. Joining me on the broadcast, Peter Caggiano, a longtime official at the high school and collegiate level. It should be no surprise, Peter, that we have the 2 top teams in the state going for the state championship.
These are the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state today. Tonight's game, this is the reason why kids get up for that 6 o'clock in the morning practice. This is the reason why they spend their summer vacation in hockey camp in Canada. And so they can play this game here tonight.
The Brick Green Dragons come in, the defending champions. Bob Oriama and his troops had a tough one the other night in the semifinals.
Boy, Dave Garcia from Montclair was just spectacular the other night. Time and time again, Brick came charging down only to be stopped by Garcia. But that didn't stop Brick. They kept coming and pouring the pressure on in the third period, first scoring the tying goal, and then with just about 5 minutes to go, from almost behind the net, the game winner to put Brick in the game tonight.
Coming from behind to do so, showing some great poise and perseverance. They outshot Montclair by a wide margin. Dave Garcia was the star of the game, 13-1 in the first period, and ironically enough, it was Montclair that had the 1-0 lead, though with the comeback victory, the Brick Green Dragons will have a chance here tonight to defend that state championship. Against the Seton Hall Pirate team that they defeated in this very game last year, they are co-coached, and again, John Warchol and Peter Herms had their hands full.
Boy, but they came out right from the opening gun. 2 quick goals. First one with about 1:10. The second one another 1:10 after that. So in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds, Seton Hall went up 2-0 over Del Barton. And then it just took over. The defense, the hard hitting, the pressure, relentless. And of course the big saves by Tonzola in net kept Seton Hall in the game, and it wrapped up the 3-1 victory.
Seton Hall Prep Pirates, of course, charged by that first 2.5 minutes of the game where they came out and they scored the 2 goals. But look at the other numbers. Out shooting, out hitting. They won the face-offs as well. And Joe Tonzola, when he had to, wasn't called on all that often, but when he had to, did come up with the big save. We got a great matchup here for you tonight. It's the NJSIAA State Championship game. It's coming up next on CN8. We're going to have the opening face-off. Stay tuned, everybody. The Brick Green Dragons and the Seton Hall Prep Pirates.
Center, number 15, Brandon Doria. And goal, number 1, Jeff Saronsky.
Welcome back, everyone, to Continental Airlines Arena. Here we're in East Rutherford and ready to bring you championship hockey, high school style, here on CN8. You take a look at the legend, Bob Oriema, 31 seasons. And I haven't pulled out my calculator and figured out what that win percentage would be, Peter, but that's something else. And there's his goalkeeper. That would be Chip Colgary, 19-5. The goals against is scintillating, the author of 5 shutouts. Meanwhile, for Seton Hall, the Pirates, that is co-coach Peter Herms. He is in his second year, assisting longtime coach John Warchol. And they're going to switch it up in goal a little bit. Will the Pirates? They've been going with the rotation all year long. It was Tonzola in the semis. It'll be Jeff Skoronsky here tonight, a 5'9", 160-pound junior. He's 10-1 on the year with a 1.25 goals against, and he, too, the author of 5 shutouts.
Ken, the fans are excited. The players are excited. This is going to be a great night.
I'm excited. We're underway, too. John Dibble from center lofts it in behind the net of Colgary, and we have a quick icing call with just 7 seconds having elapsed.
Vinny Ruiz. That's John Warchol. That's the co-coach of Seton Hall Prep. John in his 26th season, and unfortunately you see him there on crutches due to a hip replacement just happening about 2 months ago.
Hatcher to take the face-off. It is won by Brick. This is Nick Iannello behind the net. He lost control, and Hatcher around on the near side. O'Connor is there. His shot toward the net is knifed down by Hatcher. Out to the point and finally cleared out to center. Vinny Ruiz will retrieve in his own zone, circle, look up ice, and gets the pass into the neutral zone. Ahead to Bobby Acropolis down the left side. Acropolis leaned into neatly by Caldwell, and on the clear out to the point, Ruiz keeps it in, and then it does skip past the defense deep into Brick territory over the line. And we have played a little more than 30 seconds, 38 to be exact, and already Seton Hall guilty of 2 icings.
And Ken, at the high school level, icing occurs automatically whenever the puck is shot from your half of the red line, your half of the ice, across the goal line. Automatically, the defenseman does not have to touch up. Immediate whistle, and the faceoff is scored all the way back in your own zone.
And we should note that those were just errant long lead passes, the 2-line passes permitted here.
Exactly. That was not to relieve any pressure.
Sure.
That was just a missed play.
Barnfield on the faceoff wins it, tried to get a backhander away. Puck back out to the point now. The Green Dragons keep it in. Barnfield on the left wing behind the net. To block it to the slot. Had Dykeman there. And that puck is cleared. Ahead, here comes Chris Swan. Swan can't get around the defensive Barnfield to the slot. And he had Cashian coming in late behind the net. Out to the slot. Cashian was turned back to the point. There's a shot. That does not get through. Probably caught a piece of Sorrentino in front. Purcell in a battle along the far side. This is Barnfield. Barnfield to center ice. Into the zone. Brick will get a line change. Back to the 3 for Seton Hall, and around the horn it comes. That's Murphy on the hard around. The pass intended for Purcell is stolen away. Steve Acropolis, the senior defenseman, up on the plate. To the slot, gets away, backhand. Save, a rebound. It's at the feet and covered up by Jeff Skoronsky as the Acropolis brothers were pounding the net along with Nick Iannello trying to get that first goal of the game.
Well, that was our first scoring chance of the night, but Jeff Skoronsky makes a great save. Here you're going to see the centering pass. Takes the skate. Now comes in front. Backhand by Bobby Acropolis. And you see right there, Jeff Skoronsky squeezing the legs together and holding on for the whistle. Good pressure by Brick right here, 2 minutes into the game.
Face off to the right of Skoronsky, won by his Pirate teammates. Cross rink wide pass that was, and ended up in row number 4 as that apparently caught a stick somewhere. So we'll again get a face off to the right of Skoronsky. If you take a look at Dan O'Connor, with 26 assists, leads the team in that department. Having a very nice season. Back to the point. This is Ruiz with a shot, and that just got under the glove and just wide of the far post. Brady Crooks on the rebound, off the left wing board, pass intended. Cut off. That's Iannello in his own zone. This is Bobby Acropolis in a battle with Zack Hatcher. Acropolis to the slot. Rather got it off the back of the net. Into the corner. O'Connor. Stolen away by Caldwell. High off the glass and cleared into the neutral zone. Steve Acropolis on the puck. Carries behind his own net. Tied up by Doria. Comes out the right side. Has Doria on him and then just lost the puck off the right wing boards giveaway to the Pirates. Right back into the Dragon zone. Steve Acropolis near side to Ruiz. to center. Pass was behind Dykstra. And knocked back out into the zone. Ruiz with a hit on Crooks. It's our first bit of physical stuff in the game. Anyway, loose puck. Kept it at the point. Hatcher to the dot. Hatcher with a centering pass that did not get through. Stuck in the skates of Steve Acropolis to the slot and cleared away finally now to the arm wrestling Jeremy Dykeman. Nice back check from behind and hammered into the zone by Hatcher.
Good work by both teams here, coming back and helping out the defense. Ken, what I'm looking to see tonight, both these teams play so well defensively. Each goaltender usually faces about 12 to 15 shots a game. But offensively, both these teams shoot about 35 to 40 shots on goal. So let's see what side wins tonight.
Even back to the point to Murphy. Murphy with a high riser that gets caught up in the equipment, and Bobby Acropolis the other way. Tries to split the D, is pulled down, and O'Connor McNally will be going off. Good speed there, good acceleration. Bobby Acropolis trying to split the defense, and McNally had to pull him down.
Ken, that's what you call a good penalty to take. That time Acropolis had the step. He was going to split the two defensemen and walk right between the both of them. But sometimes you have to do that. Yes, it's going to sit your team shorthanded for 2 minutes, but if you don't do it, then he has a breakaway. That's Connor McNally, the sophomore defenseman, and he's going to sit 2 minutes for a hooker.
First power play of the game goes to the Brick Green Dragons, and they'll line up and face off to the dot left of Skaronski, back to the point. Sorrentino with a shot. That goes off a stick out in front, trickles to the near side. Caldwell on the clear, gets a pass, Brad Weber. And the puck got through Colgary in his own zone. Sorrentino has to go to the far side to retrieve. Sorrentino up the slot, left the pass for Weber. Weber's got good wheels, but he can't get past the checking of Doria. This is Malaka, and just offside on the left wing was Brad Weber.
Brad Weber had actually fallen down, but his skates were over the blue line. So when his teammate brought the puck across the line, our officials right on the play made the call.
We'll look at Jeremy Dykeman, 5'10", 155 pounds. One of the most improved of the Green Dragons, according to head coach. Face off, one back deep into the Pirates zone around the horn. Dibble, can he clear out the far point? No, in the keep. That was Steve Acropolis into Iannello in a battle with Murphy. Murphy now, and Bobby Acropolis. In steps that is Chris Swan. At the point, he does get it cleared out to the stick, however, of Ruiz, who turns. And on the offensive, the Dragons again into the zone. Ruiz dumps it in deeper. Cut off neatly by Dibble, and finally cleared out of the zone by Caldwell. Well, perfect execution there on the penalty kill. Forced to play. He gets the turnover and simply clear the puck. 55 seconds to go on the Brick power play. At center. Good shoulder there. That was Doria into Acropolis. Puck is loose at center. Doria is there. Can't get the puck. Ruiz gloves it down and comes in over the blue line. Around the left side. Past Caldwell. Caldwell out to the point again. Good shift here by Ed Caldwell. Thus far on the penalty kill. Two big clears. This is Ruiz, high off the backhand, to the right of Skaronski. Dibble gets there first, and we'll get it to Crooks. Crooks centers to Doria. It's too hot for him to handle. Into the neutral zone. This is Weber. Dumps it back into the zone. 17 seconds to go on the power play for Brick. At the point, Sorrentino back around the net. On the return. This is Barnfield. Turns, looks to the slot, nobody home. And Doria will get there first. That's just a couple seconds, just 3 seconds to go on the power play as the puck is shot up into the Pirate bench.
Great job by the Pirates, keeping the puck on the perimeter. No shots against Jeff Skaronski. Brick trying to work the play from the corner back to the point, but Brick doing an excellent job all the way around.
Deja vu, you bet. Third time these two teams have met in the state championship, and you know what? Brick is 2-0 against the Pirates. Seton Hall 0-3 overall in state championship appearances, so they are looking for their first state title here tonight. Bobby Acropolis on the face-off, and the puck is just whipped up out of the zone to center. This is Sorrentino. Across to Weber. Weber on the backhand, pitchforks one high into the air and up into the glass, over the glass, and into the stands. 9:44 to go. We are scoreless. 2-1 the shots, the Dragons thus far. Well, tonight it's hockey, tomorrow it's basketball. It's the March to Victory, only on CN8. Make sure to watch our grand finale on Tuesday night, live at 6. We'll be live at Rutgers for the NJSIAA Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament of Champions. At 6, Mendham and Maplewoods Columbia High School hook up for the girls final. Then at 8, Seton Hall Prep. How about that? Tries to knock off Al Harrington and St. Patrick of Elizabeth. We are live again tomorrow. The March to Victory only on CN8. Face-off draw won by the Pirates, back into the own zone, into the skates to the blue line. This is Murphy with it now. From center, he lofts one in off the right wing board. That is an icing call. Looking for a left winger there that wasn't quite there. The pass behind him, and thus the face-off will come back deep into Seton Hall territory.
That's Peter Herms right there shouting instruction to his squad. Both teams seem to be playing a little bit tentative, not really opening it up yet. Even the physical play has not surfaced so far. But both these teams are capable of playing not only a skating game, but also a physical game. There we take a look at the shots on goal. Only 2-1, and we're about 5.5 minutes into the first period.
O'Connor wins it back to Weber. Weber, no shot, just gets it around the boards behind the net. This is Fernandez on the puck. Up the left side, has Crooks ahead, comes near side to Tashian. Tashian dumps it in, down the right wing boards, around behind the net it goes. Nick Iannello of the Brick Green Dragons is there to get it, across the slot. To Weber, ahead to O'Connor, that pass behind him, and Brick will be whistled for the icing here. Each team kind of going for that home run pass here, looking for that early break.
They're trying to spring the man in the neutral zone, and when that pass misses, it usually carries all the way down to the far end and brings the faceoff back deep in your own end in front of your old goaltender.
Here's a look at Bob Oriema, who in his own playing days was a goaltender at Colby College up in Maine. Been the head coach here since 65-66 when Brick got a varsity hockey program.
See, that was back in the days when they made the smallest guy to go.
Behind the net, Liebman leans into Barnfield. Puck is loose. This is DiMartino on their return to Liebman behind the net. To the slot, that is high, goes off the shoulder of Acropolis, controlled by Brick but not cleared. This is Dibble on the keep. To Ruiz, ahead to Barnfield, too far ahead for him, and this will be, I guess we're keeping the icing calls. This will be about the 7th or 8th thus far, and we've only played a little more than 6 minutes and 11 seconds to be exact, actually.
It's not good when you have 5 times as many icings as you do shots on goal.
And that's all part of the tentativeness, you think? Or?
I think so. I think both these teams know what's at stake. This is a situation where face-offs that you see there are even. The play territorially has been about even, but there's no intensity. Not yet. These teams are still feeling each other out. The situation during the course of this year, they split into 2 games. The first game was won by Seton Hall by a score of 3-2. But the second time they played, Brick won that game down in the Ocean Ice Palace.
Face-off, controlled by Brick in their own zone. 2-on-2, this is Iannello out the left side. He's got Acropolis with him as they work their magic into the slot. Acropolis shot, score! The nice speed from Iannello, and Brick is on the board with the first goal of this hockey game.
That's just a breakdown. No way should he have been that open in front of the net. But he was, and he took the great centering pass. Real nice work by Brick to hit the open man right in the slot, and he made no mistake about it. Jeff Skoronsky was left defenseless. There you see Bobby Acropolis, the sophomore, scoring the goal. Good work here by Iannello. He tries to come over the blue line, picks up the loose puck in the corner. Now he knows he has a player in front of the net. There's the pass. Acropolis all alone, one-times it over the fallen Jeff Skoronsky, and it gives Brick a 1-0 lead. Right there, little hook. Notice he tugged a little, was able to free himself. There's the centering pass on the forehand, and the jubilant Bobby Acropolis raises his hands in triumph.
We'll give it to Acropolis. His 27th. Iannello will pick up 1 assist. And they want more. Now he falls. Can't clear the puck. Crooks, fortunately, is there for the Pirates. He takes a shoulder from Iannello off the side of the net. Skoronsky. Big hit. Oh, my heavens. Did Zack Hatcher ever come in there? Just great train. Dan O'Connor. And Hatcher is going to go.
He's going to go for that, Ken. It's going to be a charge. He came from about the top of the circle with nothing in mind other than to level this guy. You'll see it right here. He comes, boom, look at that. And it was violent because it caused the player to go back first and head first into the boards. Right there, you see the forearms right in the face. Immediately the hand goes up. Great call. Now we get to see what happens. Another power play for Brick. They were unsuccessful in their first attempt. Here, only 6 minutes into the first period, and they're going to have their second attempt.
That was some kind of reef job there by the senior forward, Zack Hatcher. He's a guy they count on heavily for offense, and he's throwing his weight around a bit there. Second power play for Brick. They were 0 for 1. They have the puck in the Seton Hall zone. Stolen away. Splitting the defense. That's Swan bothered from behind. Can't get around Steve Acropolis. Give away to Doria. Doria takes the shot. That goes off Steve Acropolis in front. And finally things settle down for Brick. This is Malacca the other way. Can't get around the defensive Dibble. The puck comes out of the zone. Here come the Pirates. 2-on-1. Doria and Caldwell. Doria takes the shot. Pad save. Rebound out in front. And it appears that Colgary had to get a piece of the rebound as well.
Colgary, the first time he's tested tonight, and comes up with a great kick save.
This is Malacca. The giveaway to Caldwell. Dumps it back into the zone. Power play time. A minute 20 to go for Brick. Sorrentino behind his own net gives way to Bobby Acropolis. Now with speed. Left wings a pass to Ionella. Acropolis looking for the return, but that catches the skate of Doria. Acropolis on the loose puck. To Weber, far side. Weber to the line. Weber takes the shot. That's muffled by the defense and goes wide far side. Caldwell around the horn. Giveaway. This is Weber with a shot. That was deflected almost in front by Ionella. And cleared out of the Pirate zone. Sorrentino to O'Connor. Quickly to Ionello to Acropolis. And a giveaway to the slot. Dibble turns. Can't clear off the wall. Doria is there and does. Ahead now. Here's Swan. One-on-one. Swan from the top of the circle. Easily sticked aside by Colgary. And up and over the glass.
Chris Swan, our goal scorer of the night, he was the one who put the first goal in for Seton Hall in the game against Del Barton, but this time he takes the pass and lets one go. Now he's a right wing coming down the left side, so he has to turn his body in order to get that shot off at the net. He does square himself off, but the shot is not particularly hard. And Colgary is able to see it all the way, stick in the left leg, and redeflect the puck into the stands.
Has 19 goals on the year, does Swan. Shot through a crowd by Tashian, that goes off the skate. And clearing high into the air into center, Tashian will corral the puck, gives way now. This is Barnfield, gives it back to Tashian. Tashian dumps it back in. 22 seconds to go on the Brick power play. Barnfield on the right side, a little push pass. This is Malacca. To the line, along with Dykeman. Gives to Jeremy Dykeman. Has Weber near side. Weber can't keep it in. He goes down, and out the near side, this is Tashian. Although he gives away again to Barnfield. Steve Acropolis with a pass to Dykeman. Dykeman can't control the puck. He zigged, and the puck zagged, and thus he lost control. To Bobby Acropolis at the point shot. That goes off the defense in front to the near side. Off the wall, uncleared, no, and here comes Tashian now. With speed, but he has to do it 1-on-4. He has no help. Tries to get around Ruiz. He cannot. Behind the net, takes a shot at the puck, controls it, takes some time off the clock. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Into the corner, Acropolis and Liebman in with Ionello. Puck squirts loose. This is Acropolis. To center, 3-on-2. He doesn't realize it, though. He tries to make the move and can't get around the good stiff defense of Big Dave Murphy. The other way, Hatcher into the zone. He'll be onside. Now he can't touch the puck. Now finally, Steve Acropolis making an onside play, and they will clear. McNally back into the zone. Calgary out in front of the net on a mishandle.
And that comes from playing in a building you're not familiar with. The puck took a funny hop as it went around the boards. It came right across in the crease.
DJ Solomon in there, along with Fernandez and DiMartino, doing the dirty work in the corners. This is Solomon. He's bodied off to the slot. DiMartino, nobody home. However, Caldwell will step up on the play and does keep it in. A bit of a gamble there, but he kept the puck in. Solomon along the near side, Malacca as well, and Steve Acropolis, and a few pushes and shoves and pleasantries exchanged. The physical game starting to pick up a bit here, perhaps?
Absolutely. The fellas are finally getting into the game now. They're starting to feel their oats a little bit. And you're going to see some of the activity. There's Hatcher as he comes in. Now, the guys get wrapped up a little bit. You see O'Connor is sticks in there, and he kind of just pulls it away. And Hatcher exaggerating a little bit, looking for the call. Here we see the shot when it comes in. Notice he's behind the net. Colgary's behind the net looking for the wraparound.
What a helpless feeling, huh?
Boy, oh boy. Good thing he had his defenseman in front to clear that puck away.
Barnfield to take the face-off against Doria. Won by Barnfield and the Pirates. This is Jeremy Dykman. Pass too far ahead for Malacca. Dykman again has Malacca with him. The pass is slipped away neatly by Dibble. Pirates in control. No, now give away to the smaller Malacca. Scott Malacca. Ahead again to Barnesfield. Pass is just under his stick. And return. Here comes Weber. This is Hatcher now. Hatcher around Weber. Has a man in the slot. Crooks for the shot. And he whistled it wide. Glove side. Caldwell on the keep. Into the corner. There's a good shoulder by Brady Crooks on Brad Weber to keep the puck alive. Crooks, however, can't control. Bobby Acropolis does and skates away with it. They'll have to do it 1-on-4 as Brick will get a line change along the near side. Puck is cleared out of the zone. Hatcher now. Just lost that one into the skates of Sorrentino. Sorrentino with a giveaway to Hatcher. At the line, Hatcher lost one high into the zone. Far right wing corner, controlled by Vinny Ruiz. Long pass for Bobby Acropolis. He bails out on what would have been a submarine check by the bigger Zack Hatcher. Sorrentino from the blue line into the chest protector and held on to as the puck trickled at the feet of Jeff Skoronsky, and he decided to hold on there with Dan O'Connor coming in quickly down the slot.
The key to that is Skoronsky came out to break down the angle. He was about 4 or 5 feet in front of the crease to take away any chance of losing the angle on his shot, and he's able to smother the puck right against his chest. Here we see the hard shot as it comes, but see that? He's about 4 or 5 feet in front of the crease. This way the shooter has no angle other than to put it right into his chest, and he makes the save.
This is Hoffman, Kinney, and Szymanski, the forward line out now for the Brick Green Dragons. Behind the net, Szymanski can't track down his man. The Pirates can't clear it. It's into the equipment of Kinney and kept in and finally stolen away by Chris Swan on the long clear and an icing call. Again, Swan looking for a breaking left winger, looking for Dan Purcell over there, but he wasn't quite up to speed on that pass.
That's that home run pass. If it doesn't work 9 out of 10 times, it causes an icing.
With the winter season winding down and the spring sports about to start, make it a habit to watch Mick Moninghoff and Scholastic Sports Weekly, brought to you by the New Jersey Nets. It's on Wednesday night at 11:30 on CN8, and Mick is in the building tonight. We're going to hear from Mick throughout the game and during our intermission, so you'll certainly want to stay tuned. Pad save there on the offering by Scott Malacca, and on the clear to the point kept in by Ruiz. He hammers it around far side. Can Steve Acropolis get there? He does. Takes a shot, but that is snuffed out by Cashian, and the other way, here come the Pirates. The chase is on. As they say Cashian, oh boy, that was a close one, but it was to the left side of the center ice red line when he lofted that dump in into the zone, and thus the Pirates are called for a somewhat close icing on that one.
Well, he's upset, but he definitely was before the red line, and the rule says you have to be at or beyond the red line before you dump it in.
Face off to the left of Skoronsky. Shots are 5-3. Brick with the advantage there. They also have the advantage where it really counts on the scoreboard. Face-off draw cleared by the Pirates. Here comes Priscilla with Ruiz back. Does the spin, makes the move, but lost control of the puck. And the Dragons come the other way. Dykeman ahead to Malacca. He sidesteps a check, but in doing so, Dibble picks up the loose puck, and on the clear, that's Cashian. Long left wing pass intended for Priscilla. Ruiz is there first. The clear is slowed by Priscilla, but Brick will control. Circling at his own line. This is Chris Swan. Going back for Dibble. Has Caldwell near side. That is intercepted by Swan and stolen away by Steve Acropolis. Looks for help on the right side. O'Connor a bit slow to get there. Centering pass knocked down by Dibble, and here comes Priscilla the other way. If he can catch up, but he's being angled off neatly by Sorrentino. Takes the hit. And a good play there by Justin Sorrentino. And then he makes the play to clear up ahead to Bobby Acropolis. Around Doria and dumps it in. Acropolis goes off. Fresh set of troops for Brick to the ice. This is Crooks now in white, number 7. Shouldered off by Brad Weber, number 17. And Brick will control an outlet. Dan O'Connor just to the neutral zone. Put right back in by Connor McNally.
And we're starting to see the intensity pick up. We're starting to see the hitting pick up. I think the boys are ready to play now.
This is Zack Hatcher, number 13, with the give to Dave Murphy. Can't get the puck to settle down for him. Finally does, and goes off the left wing boards behind Doria. Doria and Hatcher along with Crooks. This is the top line for the Pirates. Tries to make the move to the slot. Does Doria, lost control. Hatcher along the far side. He keeps and deposits behind the net. There's Crooks. Crooks has Doria in the slot if he can get it to him. Doria behind the net. Centers, nobody home. Jeremy Dykeman is there. And Dykeman, along with Barnfield, start the rush the other way. Dump it in behind Skoronsky. McNally around the horn, out to the neutral zone. Weber dumps it right back in for Brick. Murphy eludes the checking, but gives it away to O'Connor, and then restolen, retaken away by Doria. Can't get around Ruiz, and that'll draw a call. That should be an interference call, and I believe that will be the call on Vinny Ruiz, as Doria tried to get around him on the one-on-one. And there was the Brick defenseman to haul him down. A hold or interference, the receiver should get the call.
I believe he's going to call a hold right here on Ruiz. Watch as he wraps his arms around. And I got to tell you, credit the Seton Hall player because he drew that penalty. He drew that penalty. He did a great job of when he went into the arms of Ruiz, not making any attempt to escape. Rather just went with the flow and went down, and that's why the call was made.
So the senior defenseman will sit for the next 2 minutes. We only have 65 ticks of the clock to go here in the first period. So any carryover time obviously will last in the second period behind the net. So the Pirates are on the power play. They're first of the game. Hatcher in the corner, bounded by Comcast, gets it to Doria. Has Swan on the near right point. Will he drop down? Takes the shot. That's whistled wide by Doria. Kept in by Swan at the point. Pressured by Iannello, still controlled. Cross point. That's pardon me, that was Doria again on the shot. That catches the stick of the goaltender in front. Hatcher in the near corner. Back to Swan. This is Dibble. To Doria. Cross slide. Has Crooks. Crooks with a shot! And he could not get good wood on it as he had Chip Colgary down and out. Dead to right. Back into the zone. Delayed offside. And cleared. This is Dibble. Rink wide for Crooks. 12 seconds to go. And on the eventual icing call, 11.1 to go. We're in the first period, 1-0 Dragons. Face-off back deep in the Pirate zone.
A lot of patience by Seton Hall right there. Not forcing the shot. Peter a little dejected because they had control. They had the puck in the zone for a good 40 seconds, but didn't get off more than one good shot. Now that works because it keeps the pressure on and it works around the net. But unless you get that puck in the slot, that's where the high percentage shots are taken. 15 to 20 feet out, right between the circles.
Zack Hatcher to take the face-off. And the Pirates are going to have to do it quick, turning in at that even up marker here before the first period, which has just 5 seconds to go. Off the near wall. Bricks Brad Weber with his hammer back into the zone. That catches the skate of Tashian. They'll have to hurry. No. They won't get the shot off. They won't get anything set up, and they will find themselves down by a goal here after one period of play. As you see Chip Colgary go off at his Brick Green Dragon teammates. We are through one period of play here at the Continental Airlines Arena. You're watching the NJSI AA State Championship Hockey game. It's 1-0. Brick on top of Seton Hall. Our intermission activities commence when we return. Thank you, Ken, and we hope everyone's enjoying our live telecast tonight right here on CN8, the Comcast network. Joined by Mike Morial right now in between periods. He's a hockey writer for the Star Ledger. He's been covering high schools now for 8 seasons. And Mike, this has to be a red letter day. Thank you, Ken. And Welcome back all to the Continental Airlines Arena. We are through one period of play in the state championship high school hockey game that Brick Township leads 1-0 over Seton Hall. Let's go down to our intermission studio. Our very own Mick Munninghoff is with a very special guest. Mick.
Thank you, Ken, and we hope everyone's enjoying our live telecast tonight right here on CN8, the Comcast network. Joined by Mike Morial right now in between periods. He's a hockey writer for the Star-Ledger. He's been covering high schools now for 8 seasons. And Mike, this has to be a red-letter day when you talk about high school hockey in the state of New Jersey because the young athletes get a chance to play in a major arena.
Yeah, it's really exciting for the players, seeing their faces, even the faces on the fans when they come into a big arena like this, watching the players come down the runway to step onto the ice. It's for them, it's truly remarkable, and it's great that our sport's finally getting the opportunity to showcase itself, showcase the players and the athletes in a setting such as this.
Now, I know it's a 2-year agreement, so they'll have this tournament here again next season, and then they'll have a chance to maybe look at how things went. But when you look back at what transpired, let's say through the semifinal round, they had a great crowd that turned out.
Yeah, combined total on Friday night of a little over 9,000 people. In the parochial game, you had a little over 4,000 come out to watch that one. Both games were thrilling, 3-1 win by Seton Hall and a 2-1 victory by Brick. And hopefully tonight's game will be even more thrilling.
Now, I know hockey's on the upswing. There's about 76 schools now that are fielding teams, so this is the most hockey teams that the state has ever had.
Yeah, 76 and counting, Nick. We expect, the state expects at least 4 more schools to join the league next year. Wayne Valley is looking to come in, possibly Nutley, and 2 other schools possibly in North Jersey. And of course, with more teams, there's needs more ice time. So hopefully we'll be able to get the more ice time. Menon Arena is looking to have a new sheet of ice, and possibly the American Hockey Center in Wall Township will also have another sheet.
Talking with Mike Morial, who joins us here in between periods, and I guess the level of hockey, if you will, has really increased. It's improved over the last couple of years. How have you seen it change over the last 8 years since you've been covering the sport?
Well, when I first covered the sport, I mean, we spoke about the number of teams. There were only a little over 50 teams playing 8 years ago, now being 76, and the town has also increased. Many of the boys transfer to New England schools when they're sophomores and juniors, and just the fact that those New England schools like these players, see the caliber of talent that's out there, and come to Jersey to get these players is a statement in itself. But a lot of these players are very, very talented, and they're showcasing that this weekend.
And also, we'll get a chance to see some more of these talented players in a few days because they still have the Senior All-Star game just around the corner.
Yeah, March 25th, 7:30 at the Menon Arena. Morris Township is the Senior All-Star game. In fact, 6 of the participants in today's overall final are in that game. For Brick, you have defensemen Stephen Acropolis and Vinny Ruiz, and forward Nick Iannello. And then for Seton Hall, you got 3 forwards, Ed DiMartino, Dan Priscilla, and hard-hitting Zack Hatcher. So it should be a thrill in that game. And I'd just also like to thank Brian LaFontaine, the Westfield coach, and John Kovacs of Mendham, who did an outstanding job to get that game going.
Well, Mike Morial from the Star-Ledger, I want to thank you for joining us in between periods here on CN8, the Comcast network, and great job covering hockey. Look forward to seeing you down the line.
Thank you very much, Mick. It's a pleasure.
All right, that's Mike Morial from the Star-Ledger. Now let's go back upstairs to Ken Adelberger.
Thanks very much, Mick. Yeah, our own personal thanks to Mike as well. He certainly has helped us out in preparation for this tournament from Friday night to the finals here tonight. It's intermission time here at the Continental Airlines Arena. Brick Township 1-0 over Seton Hall. Back with highlights and analysis in a moment.
I'm here. Okay.
Hello, hello, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is quick, right?
24 players on the team roster. Those 24 players work towards a single
3:45.
Each has his own idea of how to get that.
Moderately quick.
Every group needs a leader. For the Devils, Batman, both on and off.
Time for a quick question before we go to highlights to Peter. Just ask like an overall assessment of the first period. Welcome back, everyone. Second period action about to begin. Brick Township leads Seton Hall by the scant 1-0 lead. Pretty good first period. Not a lot of shots. A little tentative to start off with, Peter. And, well, I guess we're not surprised when the two top teams get together like this. You're going to get a low-scoring affair at least through one period.
Well, both teams are very defensive-minded. As I mentioned, they only receive about 12 to 15 shots on goal. But offensively, both teams can pour it on. So that's what I said before. Which side is going to win out? Is it going to be the offense of these teams or the defense?
A little bit of a breakdown in the closing moments, about 6 minutes or so, 8 minutes or so to go in that first period. A late developing 2-on-1, and Brick cashed in.
Well, this is just a great play by Brick. That's Iannello. He picks up the puck on the side, and a missed assignment by Seton Hall, because no way should Bobby Acropolis be this open right in front of the net. But credit Acropolis with a great shot. He made no mistake about it.
Had a couple power play opportunities here in the first period as well, though neither team has been able to score with a man advantage. Here's a good chance for the Pirates.
Pirates working the puck real well from the point to the corner to the slot. A lot of pressure all around Colgary, but he wasn't able to score.
Your overall assessment of that first period?
Well, I thought they came out a little tentative, evident by the icings we had in the first 2 or 3 minutes. But after that, the players settled down, started to play the body a little more, and I think in the second period, you'll really see some action.
All right, good. There you see the stats after one period. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Shots on goal. Brick leads in that category just as they do on the scoreboard. That is the margin of difference thus far. Face-offs are even, and they're throwing the weight around are the Brick Township Green Dragons. It's a 1-0 hockey game. We are through one. Second period action about to begin from Continental Airlines Arena. Stay right here on CN8. Plenty of action still to come. Again, 1-0 Brick on top of Seton Hall. Back in a moment. One, two, three, four, five. Welcome back, everybody. Second period action.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. West Orange. Wing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's go right downstairs to Mick Munninghoff. Mick.
All right, got Coach Peter Herms. Any adjustments going into the second period, Coach?
We just got to take better advantage of the opportunities we're getting. We killed off 2 power plays on there, and then we just have to hang in there this period. We got to get a strong effort in net. We just got to keep on pressing. That's about all we have to do. I got to get to the bench.
All right, go to work, Coach. There's Peter Herms. You heard him. Let's go back upstairs to Ken.
Thanks very much, Mick. He's going to have 55 seconds of power play time to play with here to perhaps get this thing tied up early. I guess that would be the secret here. You want to get an early marker here in the second period if you can.
Absolutely can. Right now, the next 55 seconds of power play time will be a real indication of how Seton Hall is going to come out and play in this second period. In between periods, I'm sure both Coach Warchol and Coach Herms talked about the patience that they showed on the first half of that power play. But they must get the shots off. They're working the perimeter well. They're using their points, but they're not getting the shots off. That's what they have to do to score goals.
We're just about set. Green Dragons. Again, going to have to kill off the remainder of that penalty to Vinny Ruiz. Picked up a 2-minute holding call with 1:05 to go in the first period. So the Pirates will send out their top line of Brandon Doria, centering Zack on the left side, Brady Crooks on the right side, and we're underway. The Dragons take the puck away. O'Connor with a high clear that catches the stick of Dibble, and here come the Pirates the other way. Centering pass by Crooks goes off the skate of Acropolis, and Acropolis clears up into the Seton Hall bench. 12 seconds. We played just 12 seconds here. Counting it down, 43 seconds to go on the power play in a neutral zone face-off. Same personnel out. O'Connor to take the face-off against Doria. This one won by the Pirates and hammered into the zone by Chris Swan. Colgary pushes the puck to the backboard. Sorrentino in there with Hatcher. Hatcher goes down. Crooks centers it into Hatcher. It's under him. He's again hit by Sorrentino. This is Hatcher to the front of the net. Hatcher with the backhand. Rebound. Went to the near side. Gathered in by Crooks. Now back to the point. Dibble fans on it. This is Bobby Acropolis around the defense. Acropolis in alone being angled off by Doria. Acropolis still has it. Takes the shot. Gets it away. Pad save. And a penalty coming up. It appears that Doria is going to go. The foul occurring in that one-on-one situation. Fouling Acropolis from behind. He did get a scoring chance away, so it'll just be a 2-minute minor.
Did that show how strong Bobby Acropolis is? He picks the puck up in his own zone, races by everybody. Look at that, he's held. He still gets his shot off. Unbelievable, and this kid is only a sophomore. Right there, you see the hold. He gets back to his feet, takes the shot. Jeff Skoronsky makes the save. Bobby Acropolis will take a well-deserved rest right now. That was an end-to-end rush.
He does have the speed, doesn't he? He's a football player, too. I wonder how tough he is out there on the football field.
I'm just going to guess and say he's a middle linebacker. He just looks like one.
Well, his brother Steve, his older brother Steve, is a defensive end. All right, so we're playing 4-on-4 here for the next 9 seconds anyway. This is Liebman chasing it down. Colgary fans out to the front of the net, but nobody was home for the Pirates. Caggiano turnaround and a redirection. That got caught up in the skates of Liebman. Ooh, some shoddy play there in the brick zone.
Brick dodged the bullet right there. Seton Hall had a great opportunity and just couldn't put it in.
Liebman leans into Sorrentino. Sorrentino with a retaliation to the head of Liebman, and it appears that Sorrentino is going to take the retaliation call.
Sorrentino's going to sit for roughing. This will negate the power play. Watch some of this action. This is Sorrentino as he takes the hard hit. Again, there's the one shot. There's the right punch. Comes across with the right jab. This is the play a little earlier. Look at that. Almost. Justin Liebman couldn't quite convert that centering pass, but he was parked all alone on the far side of the crease.
And so we're back to 4-on-4 play, and we'll do so barring any further penalties for the next minute 32. The ice going to open up a little bit, and Brick will send out both Iannello, he is on the right side, and O'Connor, or Acropolis now, takes the near side. That catches the skate of Liebman in the zone a bit early. We're going to have to reface it off just out in front of the penalty bench area in the neutral zone.
What you have to look for right now is a lot of room on the ice. You're skating 4 skaters against 4 skaters. That moves everything a lot wider. It opens up the center ice, opens up the zones. This is where the guys with the talent, this is where the guys with the speed really excel.
Credit Acropolis with the face-off win. Steve Acropolis off the left wing boards into the zone, around behind the net. Dibble will get there first. Iannello as well. Now Liebman will step into Iannello. Dibble in to help out. 2 Pirates, 1 Dragon. Back to the point. Steve Acropolis can't keep the puck in, but gets a piece of Liebman before exiting the zone. This is Ruiz to Iannello. Top of the circle. Shot sticked aside easily by Skoronsky. Caldwell with it now. Off the right wing board. Nice pass ahead to Liebman. Have help down the slat and passing, but can't get it to him. Nice defensive play by the senior defenseman, Steve Acropolis.
Stephen Acropolis, great play there. Just redirected that centering pass away into the corner.
And now here's Acropolis on the offensive. Has help in front of the net. Malacca is there. Could not get the puck through to him. Malacca turns and fires in deep. John Dibble to Tashian was behind him. Stolen away by Brick. And then restolen by Tashian. Tashian down the right side takes the angle shot, catches the glass, and trickles up over the glass and into the stands.
Good hard work by both teams that time. Seton Hall, Gary Tashian coming down the right side, trying to make the right play, trying to get around the outside. He's frustrated. You saw him slam the door right there. But again, Brick doing what they have to do, not allowing Seton Hall to get off the good shot.
The senior hails from Wayne, New Jersey. 5'9", 180 pounds.
And just look how hard he's breathing. He's working hard tonight.
I think if that were me, I'd be breathing a lot heavier. It's been a while since I've been on skates. You wouldn't want to see it. Face off to the left of Colgary into the skates and eventually picked out of the skates and won by Brick. This in the person of Billy Ruiz. High into the air, gets the clear. Gloved down by Dykman. Loses control, does Weber. And here come the Pirates the other way. Hatcher has a trailer, elects to take the shot. That goes off of Ruiz to the far side. Hatcher on the rebound to McNally, who takes the shot, and that is whistled wide. And the deep rebound comes way back out the center, cleared back into the zone by Murphy. Had Swan in early. It would have been offside, but Crick able to clear it. This is Murphy. Big number 4, Dave Murphy. Pass intended for Doria. That's cut down by Bobby Acropolis. And now finally Swan with it. Right wings a pass to Hatcher, who unloads from the blue line. Save. Rebound out in front. Cleared away by Ruiz to the near side. Bobby Acropolis back out to the slot. Dangerously. Giveaway shot. Pad save. Rebound by Doria. Another pad save by Colgary.
2 great saves by Colgary. The first one from the slot. The second one on the rebound was spectacular. He had to stack his pads and make the save.
We should mention we're back to 5-on-5 play. The penalty boxes have cleared.
Here's the giveaway. That's Chris Swan with the first shot. Now watch, there's the second shot right there by Brandon Doria. And Colgary makes a beautiful save. He gets up from the first one. Now look at that. The left leg laying on top of the right leg, taking up as much room as possible, and he makes the save. I still love that mask. What a great mask.
Chip Colgary, 6'3", 230 pounds. A big man to get the puck through. Iannello with speed on the right side. Comes across the line, gets it in deep, and then takes a shoulder from Dibble. This is Caldwell on the clear. Can't get it past Steve Acropolis. Puck is loose, and finally now, here come the Pirates. Down the far side. Can he get around the defense? That is Steve Jeffers. And he's eventually bodied off. Fernandez in there as well now. Has Jeffers behind the net if he can find him. Solomon in as well, and on the clear, Brick out of the zone. This will go in on goal, and Skoronsky has to make the save.
Sorrentino with a great play right there. Coming back, taking the Seton Hall player off the puck, not allowing him to get a shot on goal.
Jeffers, top of the circle, takes the shot into the glove of Colgary, and with Solomon coming through the slot there, Colgary gets the glove up into the face of the freshman forward for the Pirates. Just lets him know. Just lets him know that, hey, don't come through here. Watch it, pal. Well, listen, Paul Dillon pulls out all his cooking magic all this week on Let's Cook, weekdays at 5 p.m., exclusively on CN8 on Tuesday. Paul will show you how to make simple yet elegant dinners for 4 to 6. Then Wednesday, it's lobster. And on Thursday, international cuisine. It's Let's Cook only on CN8. And I have a hard time boiling water, so I'm setting the VCR for that one.
Watch some of these plays. That's the save. And what Colgary did, he had his hand up. He had an opportunity to rub it in the Seton Hall player's face, and he did it.
You got it. This is Doria with a touch pass too far ahead for Hatcher. Then Hatcher takes it away from Malacca. Gets bumped off by Ruiz. Now Ruiz in the corner on the give behind his own net. To Steve Acropolis. Steve Acropolis ahead to Dykman. Armfield takes a shoulder from McAnally. This is Crooks on the punt. Crooks can't clear. Steve Acropolis steps in. Gives it away to the Pirate defense, and Crooks the other way with speed. Down the left side, has Ruiz beat. Can he get around ILL to the slot? Acropolis is there, and Acropolis high into the air will clear into the Seton Hall bench. Well, things opening up just a little bit, trying to get those left and right wing breaks.
Steve Acropolis doing a great job for Brick High School. Here we're going to watch some of this action. That's Brady Crooks coming down the left side. He lets a backhand centering pass go right through the center of the ice, but who's there? Steve Acropolis, the defenseman for Brick, to corral the puck and take it out of harm's way.
As you look at Brady Crooks of the Seton Hall Pirates, among their leading scorers, shot-wise, Seton Hall with the advantage there by 3, though they find themselves down by 1 on the scoreboard. Back to the point, Dibble steps in, but it is the Brick Green Dragons that clear to the near side. Dibble is there, and he gets sandwiched by Acropolis and Iannello. O'Connor far side, eyed up by Caldwell, and he bodies O'Connor off. Puck squirts loose into the Pirate zone, but there's Dibble on the clear, but he cleared it right into Weber. Drives it around the near side, and a stick past Sorrentino on the breakaway. Here comes Purcell. Purcell in, shot, Patrick, he carried it into the net. That's a goal. Dan Purcell gets the breakaway goal, and the Pirates have evened it at 1.
Jeff Skoronsky made the save, but he was backing up as he was making the save, and he carried the puck with him over the goal line. And absolutely, that is a goal. He's a little dejected. Here we're going to see the play right from center ice as he comes over the blue line. Priscilla makes the move. Colgary makes the save, but you see right there, and with his left hand, he tried to sweep it out, but it was too late. Here comes Priscilla over the line. He goes forehand shot, save, and you see the whole body, including the puck, scamper over the line, and we are tied at 1.
His 23rd coming at 10:20 for perhaps the smallest guy on the ice at 5'7", 160 pounds, but he certainly came up big, evening the score here at the 5:20 mark. Dibble will pick up an assist. The lone assist. Again, Priscilla from Dibble, his 23rd at 5:20, and it's 1-1.
And we talked about the home run pass. That time it worked. A breakaway all alone from the blue line in. Made a beautiful move. Skoronsky thought he had the puck. Well, he did have the puck, but unfortunately he and the puck went over the line.
Behind the net, Steve Acropolis tries to work the puck around Brady Crooks. It gets caught up in the corner. Along the far side, Jeremy Dykman. He's angled off by Hatcher. Puck is loose and now controlled by Brick. Steve Acropolis has Barnfield ahead of the pack. Can't get it to him. Comes near side instead, only to meet the skate of Dave Murphy. Brick clears it in behind Skoronsky. Connor McNally to Corral. Off the wall, goes off the back of the leg of Brady Crooks and now finally cleared by Murphy. On the break, here comes Doria. Has Hatcher with him. Shot score! Brandon Doria! And the Pirates have struck quickly here. 2 goals in less than a minute to take a 2-1 lead.
Deja vu all over again. There's the home run pass. It clicked again. That time Seton Hall was able to spring the wing on the left side. Brandon Doria, there you see the pass coming from deep inside their own zone. Banks it off the boards. And for Doria, watch right there, picking the puck up on his back, and he goes top shelf right there. And Seton Hall has jumped out to a 2-1 lead.
You know, he had help down the slot, but he wanted to take it by himself.
Many times when you come in on the off wing like that, your best shot for a goal is to shoot for the far side, and that's what he did.
Oh, he shelved it. He just roofed that baby.
Skoronsky did everything he could. He took up as much of the net as he could, but to no avail that time as the puck entered the upper corner.
The 2 goals, Peter, coming 38 seconds apart. And things unraveling here for Bob Oriema and the Brick Green Dragons. To the line now. Sorrentino tries to make the move and meets both Fernandez and Dibble and goes down. And one of the Pirates will go, either Fernandez or Dibble. And it appears that it's going to be Fernandez.
No, I think what they have called is an offside.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Take a look. And see, the player jumped. Very seldom are you going to get an offside. In fact, he put himself off. His skates are over the line. He put himself off. The puck entered the zone after his skates had already crossed the line. It's not where your body is. The only thing that counts are where the blades of your skate are at the time the puck crosses the line. His skates were in the zone. The officials made the right call.
Dibble and Fernandez high-fiving each other after that hit. They like that. And why not? Eric Hoffman to take the face-off against Brandon Doria, won by Doria, but deep into the end zone. Around the horn. Crooks on the outlet pass. Sorrentino in a race. Colgary will handle off the near side. Zack Hatcher gathers in, gives way to Dibble. Dibble, rink wide to Crooks. That's too far ahead. Stolen away. Doria's on it, but with Crooks already in the zone, the Pirates are offside.
This is a telltale time right now for Brick High School. They pretty much were in good control of this game. They were working the puck well. They had the 1-goal advantage, and in a matter of seconds, they now find themselves down by 2. This next goal will determine the pace of the rest of this period, because what's going to happen if Seton Hall can score this next goal, they can do some things that you can't do when you're down. If they do score that goal, Brick is going to have to open it up, because they're going to be down 2 goals to a team that only allows an average of 1.5 goals per game.
This is Deichmann. Turns up in the corner, looks for help to the slot. Barnfield back to the point. Acropolis in deeper for Malacca. Too far ahead for him. He's angled off by McNally and cleared out of the zone. If my math is correct, the shots in this period favor the Pirates 9-1. Acropolis high in the air, gloves it, and starts the offense the other way. Takes the shot that goes off the shaft of Murphy and up and over the glass, and thus a souvenir for one of the many lucky fans. The governor is coming to CN8. Join host Lynn Doyle for a very special It's Your Call live Wednesday at 6:30 when New Jersey Governor Christy Whitman comes in for a full hour of viewer calls. And then on Thursday, Lynn wants to hear from you on the gun control debate. Join the governor on It's Your Call on CN8. Face off to the circle, above the circle, left of Skoronsky. There's a quick shot in off the draw that was won neatly by Brick, but into the chest protector of Skoronsky, and he holds on.
Skoronsky squaring himself to the shooter, and right off the face-off, Acropolis. Quick shot, but good save. There we take a look at the junior goaltender. Working hard tonight.
Face off in the skates of Acropolis and Caggiano. Fernandez didn't take it loose. There's a little shot by O'Connor that was slowed by Dibble and then cleared by Dibble. Back to the blue line. Fernandez is on it. Here come the Pirates. Dibble at center. From center. Lofts it into the left of Colgary. Ruiz is there. Has Acropolis near side. Gives to him. Iannello up the slot. Well, Acropolis comes near side to younger brother Bob. He's taken down by Caggiano. Is that going to draw the call? Yes.
This time it'll be a slashing call.
Gary Caggiano, the guilty party.
Acropolis has a step on him. You're going to see the two-hand right there. Not only does he catch the stick, but he also catches the legs of Acropolis. Peter Herms not happy right now. See him shaking his head. That's Gary Caggiano, the senior forward. He's going to sit 2 minutes for slashing. They get the chance to use their potent power play.
On the power play they are right now. They're going to try down the left side. This is Scott Malacca, lined up by Caldwell. Plotting off by Caldwell. Puck is loose. Swan is on it. Can't get the clear. Cleared it right into the skates of Caldwell. And the nice turnaround second effort there by Doria to get it to length. Behind his own net. Steve Acropolis. Takes it to center. Gets around one. Stick from behind. Gives to Iannello to the slot. Bobby Acropolis tries to get around. Caldwell gets the shot away. And a pad saved by Skoronsky. Nice back check there by Acropolis to keep it in the zone. And now Acropolis on the loose puck takes the shot and a toe save. Again by Skoronsky doing the split. Nice clear there by Chris Swan to the neutral zone.
Great save by Skoronsky using the left pad and the left skate to kick that shot away.
Hard into the zone. Skoronsky can't control. To the slot. Iannello is there up the feet from Acropolis in a shot. That hits Skoronsky, who's diving back into the net. And on the clear, Doria takes a hack at, gets in on Colgary.
Skoronsky just fell back, waved his hands, and somehow got a piece of that shot.
47 seconds to go on the power play for Brick. Caldwell with the giveaway to Malacca. Malacca to the net, takes the shot, save, rebound, and a second save. Malacca again on the puck, behind the net, but nobody there for Brick. But the stick of Dibble, and he'll clear the lane.
Jeff Skoronsky earning his keep right now. Made the first save and then made the second save while two Brick players were parked right in front.
Sorrentino to start the rush. To the stick of Deichmann. To the skate of Barnfield. It's sloppy there on the pass, not quite making the connection. The Pirates, can they clear? Sorrentino has it to point. Takes the shot, glove save, rebound at the feet of Skoronsky, and he slaps the leather down on top for the stoppage.
Jeff Skoronsky again coming out of the crease when he has the opportunity. He's very good at coming out and cutting down the angle. Gave Sorrentino nothing to shoot at other than his stomach. And the shot hit Skoronsky right in the stomach, and he was able to hold on.
Glad you could join us here on CN8 tonight for the Hockey Championship, the NJSI-AA State Hockey Championship. Ken Adelberger, along with Peter Caggiano and Mick Moninghoff, bringing you this one from the Continental Airlines Arena. First time the state championship game has been played in an NHL facility. The power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 as Caggiano steps to the ice. Sorrentino stumbles a bit, gathers the puck in, long home run pass. This is Bobby Acropolis. Tries to split the D, lost control of the puck as he made the move. And he might have had a step on McNally there. Doria from the wing, fakes the shot, does the spin move, delivers the puck to the slot, stolen away. Cooks was there, but so too was Bobby Acropolis to start the outlet. Iannello has O'Connor. And Acropolis with him. The pass is behind O'Connor, but Weber will keep it in to Acropolis. Puck gets past Acropolis, comes to the near side. Sorrentino from the point, gloved by Skoronsky. And he's just going to hold on to everything right now. Discretion, of course, being the better part of valor on that one.
Well,
Get
we're
the stoppage. Why not, huh?
We're inside 5 minutes here in the second period, so you want to be careful. You never want to give up a goal towards the end of a period. And right now, each team will be a little cautious, especially with play around their own net. Whenever the goaltender gets a chance to hold on, he will. There you see some of the fans. They're happy to be here tonight. And there's the Dragon.
The Green Dragon. And there's some of the Pirate fans. This is Dibble on the puck, gets the clear out of the zone past Steve Acropolis. Pestered by Liebman. Cross-ice pass. DiMartino was there as well. This is Eric Hoffman off the wall. He and Caldwell collide. Dibble around the horn will find Liebman on the outlet. And now DiMartino with speed, but he is bodied off by Steve Acropolis to the line. Szymanski turns in his own zone, then dumps the puck behind the net. Liebman is there to the slot. That finds Szymanski, and Szymanski on the clear. Dibble turns, fires to Solomon. This is Acropolis and Ruiz. Ruiz right up the gut, finds the stick of Dibble, and the puck was prevented from entering the Pirate zone. So Brick will try it again. Malaka and Deitzman. Deitzman with a shot. A wrister that's high. Rebound out in front was missed on by Malaka. Clearing attempt into the skate of Jeffers, and finally out to the neutral zone. Here comes Steve Jeffers. Takes that heavy hit from Sorrentino just as the whistle blew.
They have a hand pass. That's why the whistle blew, but that hit was something else.
Lined him up.
Right here, he's trying to avoid the official.
Well, he had nowhere to go, yeah.
Sorrentino really put the shoulder into him. Watch this play right here. This is as good as any NHL hit you'll ever see.
Might have even gotten the elbow in there a bit, huh?
A little bit.
I'll tell you what, in the semifinals and the finals tonight, I've been very impressed with Justin Sorrentino. Had a goal and an assist in the semifinal game the other night. He's been throwing the body around then, throwing the body around tonight.
He probably doesn't get the accolades that Steve Acropolis gets, but I'll tell you, he's a stalwart back there on the defensive line.
And here he is on the puck one more time behind his own net. Snuffed out, however, by the checking of Priscilla. Tries it the other side. Pass goes awry for Steve Acropolis. Iannello is on there along with O'Connor, and they have a 2-on-1 now. It's covered up now, and the puck is stolen away by Jeffers. Steve Jeffers not getting a lot of ice time, but showing good speed from the wing. Priscilla wanted to go near side and just missed the mark. Acropolis meets McNally, who gathers the puck in and shoots it back into the brick zones. Jeffers is offside on the touch along the far right wing side.
Again, Seton Hall almost connected with that home run pass. Ricky really has to be aware of that and keep not only the defenseman back, but possibly a forward as well. This is the shot you're going to see from a little earlier. Lets it go real hard. Just misses that far side post. Look at that.
Game of inches. Fortunate young man right there.
Well, I tell you what, if it was on net, if you noticed where his toe was, he probably would have gotten a piece of it. So he covered the width of the net. That he missed the puck when the shot was wide.
Malaka fanned on the shot, and the Pirates will clear. Compton will be beaten to the puck by Doria, so Colgary has to play. There's a quick shot by Crooks as he picked up the loose puck. Ruiz is in a big hit on the far side. Zack Hatcher and Ruiz is hurt. He's hurt. He's down.
Hatcher just took a dive there.
On the check there by Barnfield. No, absolutely, but I think what Barnfield wanted to do was protect Ruiz because it looked like Hatcher was going to take another shot at the fallen defenseman as he was down on the ice.
Well, the first hit was fine. It was a good, clean hit, but as you mentioned, Hatcher looked at him a second time. Take a look at this collision coming up right here. Both guys see it coming. Hatcher jumps in the air a little bit, and Ruiz goes down, and he's not getting up so quick. Another major league collision coming up right there. Notice the head snapping back, and he's going to sit out his fanny for a while.
Zack Hatcher, of course, a key member of this Seton Hall team, had the game winner against Del Barton on Friday night. And he just had the puck hop over his stick as he was in the trigger position, trying to take a shot on goal. His team, the Pirates, have a 2-1 lead over the Dragons here with 2:28 to go. Long clear again on that home run pass that Peter's been talking about, and Seton Hall guilty of another icing.
That strategy will work only because Brick now has to force some of this play. So all three of their forwards are going to be pressing. That leaves a big opening in center ice.
Face off to the left of Skoronski. Just had a quick look as there's the hits. And Zack Hatcher delivering the biggest one of the game thus far. Zack Hatcher uncertain whether he's going to go to BC or UNH. What a player. In the corner, Iannello trips and falls. Cashian has the puck. Gets it to Swan. Swan off the wall. Ahead to Fernandez. Fernandez. That's to Swan. This is Caldwell now at the blue line. Pushes the puck in. Weber gets there first for Brick. Around the horn it comes to Iannello. With time. Off the skate of Swan, but Herms, fortunately, to the stick of Weber. He's taken down, but not before he dumps the puck into the Pirate zone. Into the corner to the left of Skoronski. Around to the far side. Swan catches up. Leaves for Cashian. Cashian and Swan work the puck again. Slow to develop. 2-on-0. Fernandez. Across slot. Shot. And a save. A beautiful save by Colgary.
And I couldn't tell whether
2-on-0, Peter.
I couldn't tell whether Colgary got a piece of it or the shot went wide, but that was an unbelievable scoring opportunity, and Seton Hall could have put him away right there.
You don't practice those. In the slot as Brick looked for the centering pass. The person of Malacca could not get it there. Here come the Pirates the other way. Cashian, who just missed that opportunity at the other end. This is Sorrentino, turns in his own zone, has Barnfield near side to his skate. Lost control, but Bobby Acropolis will punt down the puck. Pulls up, takes a shoulder from Caldwell. The puck is stuck in their skate. O'Connor is in there. Acropolis, Fernandez, and walking away with it now is Cashian. 3-on-2. Cashian with Swan. Takes the shot, sticks up and over the glass. And I think we had a tired threesome out there for Seton Hall. They had a 3-on-2, but nobody was really able to skate and get anything generated out of it.
They were at the end of their line shift. They were out there for about a minute and 20 seconds, so they were looking for a whistle. But nice play by Cashian. He faked like he was going to drop past that puck and then try to surprise with a shot. Here's the play a little earlier. This is the 2-on-0, and you're right, you don't practice these. Does he get a shot off? He does. Credit Colgary with the save. Beautiful save. Here's another look at it. The pass, the save, outstanding.
Behind the net, centering pass by Crooks. That went off the side of the net. Iannello is on it for Brick and clears it high stick. And then tripping on the play is Acropolis as he gives way to McNally. Into the Brick zone. This is Steve Acropolis. Off the wall to Murphy. Murphy cross ice to Crooks. Cleared out by Compton. Here comes Acropolis the other way. To the slot. Makes the move. Takes the hit. To the slot. Iannello to O'Connor. Puck is loose. Back to the point. Compton can get it away. Fans on the pass. And cleared by Doria.
What a save by Jeff Skoronski. Laying on his back. He just whipped his right arm up and around and he knocked the puck out of the air.
Tremendous action here at the end of the second period. As Brick was bidding to tie this baby up at the end of the second.
Brick really coming on strong here in the last 20 seconds of the period. There you see a great hip check. Watch this play. The flex. Watch his left arm right there as he just swats it right out of the crease. Wow. Again, we're going to see right from the hip check. Outstanding play. Head over heels. And then the scramble in front. It's behind him. He waves with the left arm and knocks the puck in the corner.
Well, the 15th Dragon shot almost tied this one up, but it's still 2-1. The Pirates over the Green Dragons. It's intermission time. We'll be back.
Now, no, you're going to finish. You can't. 4-3. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, and we hope you're enjoying the live coverage here tonight from Continental Airlines Arena on CN8, the Comcast network, and it wouldn't be complete without a visit from Boyd Sands, the executive director of the NJSIAA. Boy, you got to be pleased with the crowds that have come out to see hockey here. New Jersey High School.
Very happy with the crowd for the first.
That's Devil.
Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. We are through 2 periods of play, and it was a good second for the Pirates. They notched 2, and they lead Brick Township by 1. As we mentioned, this is the first year the state championship game has been held at the Meadowlands Arena. That has a lot of people excited and smiling, including Mick Munninghoff. He's with a very special guest. Mick? Thank you, Ken, and we hope you're enjoying the live coverage here tonight from Continental Airlines Arena on CN8, the Comcast network, and it wouldn't be complete without a visit from Boyd Sands, the executive director of the NJSIAA. Boy, you got to be pleased with the crowds that have come out to see hockey here, New Jersey high school style.
We're very happy with the crowd for the first series of games the other night, and tonight looks like it'll be another great situation for the student athletes participating.
First of a 2-year agreement of having the tournament here. How it takes a long time to put these kind of things together, doesn't it?
Yes, we actually started working on this about 9 months ago, and we spend a great deal of time in planning places for our student athletes to compete at. Unfortunately, at times we're at the mercy of the professional schedules, but all the arenas work well with us once the schedules are in their hands.
So you were telling me this is like almost an entire year process to go from one site to another and line things up.
Yes, in fact, this past week we have been talking to the staff here at the Meadowlands in regard to football next December. The NFL schedule should be coming out within a few weeks, and from that point we will start planning to hopefully have games here at Giant Stadium again.
Now, I know that you've given hockey a shot in the arm. You've brought up the football issue, and it's nice to hear that it may be coming back to the Meadowlands, but I know wrestling venues may be tough because there may be some changes in Atlantic City. Can you clue us in?
Yes, wrestling in New Jersey has found a home in the Atlantic City Convention Hall on the boardwalk. We're looking at a situation, though, where they're going to be renovating that facility, and we might have to find another location. We have huge crowds that attend that event, and it's going to be somewhat difficult because not all arenas can house 8 wrestling mats at one time for 8 competitions.
So where do you go from here?
Here we start planning, we start talking to different groups. We've already looked at the new convention hall in Atlantic City, which really it will not be as accommodating as the old convention hall for wrestling, but we'll have to make do with what we can get for a brief period of time.
Well, Boyd, always a pleasure to have you on CN8, the Comcast network, and look forward to talking to you down the line, maybe even at the Tournament of Champions, which is coming up. Of course, you'll see that live starting tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Boyd Sands, always a pleasure.
Great. Well, thank you, and thank Comcast, because never in the history of New Jersey have student athletes been seen as much as they have in the past 2 years, with Comcast being at every major event of NJSIA. Thank you.
Well, we've had fun being there. Let's go back upstairs now to Ken Adelberger.
Thanks very much, Vic, and congratulations to all the officials of the NJSIAA. They do a fantastic job bringing scholastic sports to you, the fans, to the forefront. Tremendous job. We are through 2 periods of play here at Continental Airlines Arena. The Pirates are up 2-1 over Brick. Back with highlights and analysis in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. We are through 2 periods of play here at Continental Airlines Arena in the NJSIAA State Hockey Championship. Seton Hall has a 2-1 lead over Brick Township. Welcome back, everybody. What a tremendous period that was indeed for Seton Hall. If you want to get back on the scoreboard, as they did, they notched both goals. Now, did they do anything different there in the second period as opposed to the first period that you detected?
Well, Ken, they had a little more jump in their skate. But as far as style of play, no. What happened was 2 times the home run pass worked.
Yeah, boy, they've been going for it all night long. And why not? When you can have those 2-line passes, look for the guy down the ice. And, boy, they sure did cash in, did Seton Hall in this period.
This is the first one by Purcell. He comes in, makes the save. Colgary stops it, but unfortunately, both he and the puck cross over the line.
Well, that's 6'3", 230 pounds. The momentum just carried him in.
Here's the second goal. This one is by Doria. Doria picks up the puck off the boards, coming in on the left side. Notice right there, he uses the entire length of his stick, picks the upper corner. Beautiful goal. Absolutely spectacular. Just like you draw it on the board.
There you see the numbers. Brick Township out shooting Seton Hall by 3, though. Again, it is Seton Hall that has the 2-1 lead. Scoring chances fairly even. So are the hits, and we have seen some tremendous bangs along the board here tonight. And a lot of face-offs, mostly the result, and you see that those are even, the result of the many, many, many icings that we have had thus far in this game. But you know what? We still have 15 minutes to go, and this is a tight one. Don't go away, because there is plenty more excitement to come from Continental Airlines Arena. The third period, and they are throwing the weight around between Brick and Seton Hall is forthcoming. We'll be back with it, Will, Peter, and I, right here on CN8 in a moment. I haven't noticed anything.
The other night.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for the start of the third period, but quickly, let's go down to the ice. Mick Munninghoff. Mick.
All right, thanks, Ken. Bob Oriema, you're trailing. What are you going to try to adjust here into this last period?
Well, we got to put the puck on the cage a lot more and hope for those rebounds. We've been trying to get in too close and letting them take the puck off our stick. So we got to put the puck on the cage.
All right, well, good luck to you. That's Bob Oriema. Also, we'll let him close up here and give you the injury update. Bobby Acropolis hurt his leg. They had to carry him out. Coach Oriema put him over his shoulder and took him in the locker room. They're going to check his leg. I don't know if he's going to be able to go. And Vinny Ruiz, they're checking his bell. He got rung pretty hard. We'll see if he comes back to it. Let's go back upstairs.
Thanks very much, Mick. Boy, Peter, those would be 2 huge losses for Brick.
Wow. 2 guys. You're talking about Bobby Acropolis. You're talking about Ruiz. Someone who runs the offense. The other guy is the mainstay on the defense. That's going to really put a crimp in Brick style.
Brandon Doria.
And so Bob Oriema is going to try and rally the troops. You know, he's not in uncharted territory, that's for sure. We saw him come from behind in the third period on Friday night to eke out a victory.
He didn't get 487 victories any other way. But Ken, you know what happens sometimes when you lose a key player like that? The rest of the team rallies. Everybody knows they have to step up their game. They have to do a little bit more. That's what's going to be in the mind of the Brick players right now. Doing a little bit more, helping out with the event of 2 players getting hurt.
Hatcher, Doria, and Crooks to take the face-off for the Pirates. Won by the Pirates. Back to Dibble. The line of O'Connor and Iannello out there. There's an offering by Iannello, a weak one towards the net. And Hoffman now will take up the position vacated by the injured Bobby Acropolis. O'Connor from the blue line meets the stick of Hatcher, and Hatcher off the left wing boards will clear to the stick of Sorrentino. Around the horn it comes to the near side. Escapes Brady Crooks. This is Doria, top of the circle. Doria takes the shot. It goes wide as he had Compton set up on the screen. Doria behind the net, looks for Crooks. Puck is loose out in front. Compton dives over his goaltender, but Brick will get to the loose puck along the near side. Steve Acropolis at center. Has to pull up as Deichman is in the zone on the delay offside. Brick does clear the zone. Now they can go dog the puck. On the clear out past the point, Barnfield could not keep in. This is Colgary with the handle up to Barnfield on the left side. Has Malacca. Tried to give him the pass. That went off of Hatcher, but right to the skate of Weber, and now here comes Murphy the other way. Murphy lofts one in on the back end of the side of the net. Swan was there. Murphy will get the puck again. Into the corner, to the slot now as Tashing was up on the play. McNally with a shot, glove save, Colgary, and he flashes the leather there.
Quick left arm by Chip Colgary. The shot came from the point about 55 feet out, and he was able to make the save. Here we're going to take a look at it. Watch the hard shot. And you're going to see Colgary right there with the left hand, snatching it right out of the air. Another look from the low ice camera. And again, you notice Seton Hall was right on the doorstep looking for the rebound.
Yeah, he did the big fan wave there, huh? In his last 5 playoff games, faced a lot of shots, 64, but has been oh so stingy. On the backhand clear into his own, Sorrentino behind his net. Comes out near side, pulls up. Shies away from the checking of Priscilla, but outlets the puck to Iannella. Here comes Brick on the offensive. They give way to Murphy of the Pirates, and the Pirates now on the steal. This is Swan. Swan and Sorrentino on the outlet. Weber in his own zone, being dogged by Priscilla. Give away to Tashian. He could not control, and Murphy does at center. Into the backside of the linesman. That creates the turnover the other way. Brick dumps it back into the Seton Hall zone. McNally on it. Quickly to Swan. Swan from center. Lost one high to the right of Colgary. This is Weber with speed now at center. Comes to the near side. Feeds it up from outside the blue line into the glove of Skoronsky, and he will hold on.
Bob Uriyama mentioned he wanted to get more shots on goal. He was not going to try to force the play too close. As soon as they came over the line, when they had an opportunity, they would shoot the puck, and it's exactly what happened. But they're going to have to shoot a lot harder than that if they want to beat Jeff Skoronsky.
There you see Weber going to the bench. And we see number 6. Bobby Acropolis has made his way back to the Brick bench, so that is certainly a good sign. Has not taken a shift during that stoppage. He just kind of tested the knee there, tested the leg, and he returned to the bench right away. Solomon ahead to DiMartino, ahead of the pack, cuts to the slot, did not get the shot off as he thought about feathering a pass back to Solomon. Caldwell at the point, deflected in front off the stick of Solomon, but right to Steve Acropolis. Backhanded pass. That was intended for, and lost by Steve Mender, one of the few ships he's had. Solomon with a shoulder check, knocks down one of the Brick players. And that was Szymanski who went down hard. Liebman along the near side in the battle with Acropolis, and Caldwell to join the fray. 2 Pirates and 2 Dragons, a frozen puck and a stop.
You see how far up Steve Acropolis was on that play? The points are starting to pinch in. They know they have to keep the puck in the Seton Hall zone. They cannot allow Seton Hall that breakout pass. Back on the ice, that's Bobby Acropolis. Whatever it was with his knee, hopefully they adjusted it, taped it, glued it, whatever they had to do. But they need him here in the 3rd period.
They put him back together again, and he rejoins his line mates. O'Connor at center with Nick Iannella on the right side.
Probably some of that gaffer's tape. That'll hold anything together.
Face-off, won by Brick, and in the trigger was Acropolis, and he fumbled the puck out of the zone and lofting it back into Sorrentino. O'Connor is there first on the dumping to the slot. That's gloved down by the defense, not cleared. Weber with a high shot. It deflected off Iannella, went in on goal. Acropolis without a stick, thought about taking a kick at the puck. Sorrentino keeps it in. Iannella behind his own net as Acropolis goes to the bench to get another stick. He does, and he'll gather in this loose puck in his own zone. Quick lead pass for Iannella. That was ahead of the pack, and no icing on that play. Weber with the keep. No, gets through his skates and comes back down into the brick zone. Behind the net, Bobby Acropolis pulls up, comes out near side. Has Weber, goes up the gut to the center. That was Barnfield. He couldn't handle the pass. O'Connor slips and falls. Fernandez steals right into O'Connor and then takes it back, does Fernandez.
And look how many men Seton Hall has back. Not only both defensemen, they're hanging 2 forwards back.
Into the skates of McNally. Finds Barnfield. Problem is, he's on the other team. Here's a good high check. Weber and Fernandez meeting at the blue line. Centering pass by Tashian. Nobody home there. Jeremy Dutchman. Ahead to Malacca, and Malacca clears into the Photog bench on the far side of the ice. Remember Scott Malacca?
Scott Malacca, he's the fellow who scored the game-winning goal last year in overtime to promote, or propel, I should say, Brick High School over Brick Memorial in last year's public school championship.
Join Mary Amoroso on Wednesday and Thursday night for 2 great family talk shows. On Wednesday, live at 5:30, Dr. Hester Saunders answers questions about women's health issues. And then on Thursday, yes, she's back. It's Dr. Judy, and she will take your calls on relationships. Family Talk, weeknights at 5:30, only on CN8. Acropolis right back into the play, angled off nicely by Dibble. And on the clear around the horn, Hatcher does get it out into the neutral zone. Ruiz will chase it down. He's back as well after taking that heavy hit. Tried to clear the puck out of the zone and hit his own net. And thus the puck remains in the Brick zone. Hatcher with a centering pass. Goes off the defense in front. Here comes Brick. He'll try it 2-on-2. Iannello on Acropolis. Crisscrossing. Puck squirts loose. And getting there first is Caldwell. Fanned on it. Acropolis is there. Centering pass off the side of it. Another centering a pass right at Skoronsky, who was down on his knees anyway, just slaps the waffle on the stick and gathers the puck in for the stoppage.
Skoronsky doing a nice job covering the short side, making sure that centering pass from the corner does not come out into the crease area. You mentioned Dibble's name a few times. He's played one hell of a game. Not only throwing the body around, he had that pass to Purcell for the first Seton Hall goal tonight. He's played an outstanding game tonight and throughout this whole series.
There's a look at John Dibble with 2 assists in this game tonight. Tashian on the face-off, but it's won by Brick and then stolen away. This is Purcell. He's got a goal in this one. Into the corner left of Colgary. Still handled behind the net, but Swan will get there first. Centering pass, and Purcell took a swipe at it and missed. Andrew Kinney at his own line, off the wall. Can't find Szymanski. Play along the near side. Kinney with it again. He's shouldered off by Purcell. This is Weber with it on the giveaway. Now Swan. Swan with 1 man to beat. Puts on the move. Can he get away? The shot he does, and it just whistles wide near side. Kenny with a giveaway. McNally up on the play. Lost control. Tashian with a shot. Pad save. Rebound out in front, but Colgary had that all covered up. Puck was in the net, but well after the whistle.
Colgary not happy after the play as he licks the puck at Chris Swan. But Colgary came up with a great save. Tashian from in the slot let this go. This is the first move earlier by Swan. The backhand goes just wide. But as the play wraps around, it comes back into the slot. Good slap shot right there. Save with the left hand, comes on with the glove, and he's annoyed because Swan poked his glove with his stick. Here's another look. Good dipsy-doodle move around Sorrentino, but the shot was wide. And here's the slap shot from the slot. Save, covers up with the left glove.
Well, you're taught to go to the net, and that's what the Pirate forwards were doing there. On the clear, this is Jeremy Deichmann. On the left side, dumps it in from center to the far right wing corner. Behind the net, Dibble is there. He'll try to outlet the other side, can't get it. Ruiz is there, knocks it back in. Finally, the Pirates, no, they do not clear. And finally, on second effort, they do. Brian Barnfield. Waist high to Acropolis, just knocks it down, but Dibble will get there first. Again, off the wall on the outlet, stepping up on the play is Ruiz, but he can't fish the puck out from his skates, and it's cleared to the neutral zone. Acropolis to Barnfield, right back into the Pirate zone. Dibble to Liebman as they meet knee to knee to Bobby Acropolis and Justin Liebman. Iannello to O'Connor. O'Connor with a shot that is slowed by Caldwell. Caldwell gets to the puck, tries to clear it. On the far side, we have a player down. One of the Pirate players is down, and it would appear that Bobby Acropolis And Justin Liebman, after the play, got involved in some extracurricular.
Well, here we're going to see the first. This is the knee to knee, and if Acropolis was just off because he hurt his knee, boy, that could be dangerous. But then right after that, the two players met head-to-head right by the Seton Hall bench. And in fact, it was the Seton Hall player that held Acropolis there, but Acropolis retaliated by throwing a right hook. And because of that, he's going to sit. But I think they're also going to grab the Seton Hall player, too, so it'll even up. They'll skate 5 aside.
There you see Acropolis sitting. The door to the Pirate penalty bench has just opened, and indeed, Justin Liebman is entering the penalty box.
And what you saw right there was Bob Uriama telling his player after the penalty, go right back on the ice.
8:41 to go here in the third period in the state championship game that the Seton Hall Pirates lead 2-1.
Now, because of coincidental minors, the teams will still skate full strength.
5-on-5 hockey. Into the skates, O'Connor turns and tries to fire. Can't find anyone. Puck squirts to the neutral zone, and Brick will dump it right back in. The Pirates dump it right back out. Sorrentino. Far ahead for Weber. Here's Steve Acropolis gathering it in. He's shoved off by Caldwell, and Brooks with a high clear to the glove of Steve Acropolis at center. Lofts it back into the Seton Hall zone. Behind the net, Skoronsky with the give to Dibble. Ahead to Hatcher. He can't control. To the slot. Iannello was there, but he could not control the loose puck, and the Pirates were clear. Weber into the equipment of Acropolis, and from center, he drills it back in behind the Seton Hall net. Line change for Brick. A free out here. This is Crooks to center now. Doria has it. Stick check there by Barnfield. And a good one it was. Here comes Brick the other way. Vinny Ruiz. From center, high. Just to the left of Skoronsky that he sticks to the glass. Jeremy Deichman in there with the taller Hatcher. Hatcher off the wall to the near side. Gets a fortuitous bounce and clears the puck out of the zone. Ruiz in his own zone. Ahead to Deichman. Deichman around one. Can't get around Hatcher, though. Just dumped the puck in behind the Seton Hall net. And on the hard around clear, yes. Jim Compton can't keep the puck in, but also McNally in clearing the puck, shot at the length of the ice. And Seton Hall guilty of icing.
Seton Hall doing a good job in their defensive zone. Backing up, bending, but not breaking. Hey, take a look.
What a difference the game makes, huh?
Well, we talked about the offense and the defense. Seton Hall faces about 15 to 20 shots against them per game, so they're right on target.
With 48 shots on Friday night to Bob Oriana's squad. With 7 minutes to go in the third period, they probably had about 40 of them by this time on Friday.
They had 16 in one period.
It was one of the best goaltending displays I've ever seen by Dave Garcia.
He was outstanding on Friday.
Ruiz turns around, tries to get it in deep, can't, and the Pirates will clear. And in fact, they'll control Priscilla, Katashian, if he can beat Compton to it, but the linesman gets in the way. And here comes Brick the other way, 2-on-2. O'Connor and Iannello around the defense. Iannello goes down. Nice one-on-one play there by John Dibble. He took the man, took him right out. Ruiz from the point. That gets caught up in the equipment of Dibble. Here's the score! Oh, the puck squirted loose as Dibble made the play, and it squirted loose right to the slot. And there was O'Connor. And I believe that Dan O'Connor is probably going to pick up this goal and tie this game at 2.
From about 10 feet out, right in the slot, the puck was free. Nobody knew where it was. O'Connor was able to corral it on his stick, a quick snapshot, and he beat the goaltender, Jeff Skoronsky. And for Dan O'Connor, boy, is he a happy guy right now. Watches the shot is taken, knocked down right there by the defense. That looks like Dibble. Spin, turn, looks like it beats him right between the legs. Notice how high he's jumping. That's how you can tell who puts it in. Here's another look. This is the play earlier with a takeout in the corner. And as this play winds around, the shot comes. You see O'Connor just waiting there, just sweeps one quick motion and ties the score.
His 7th couldn't have come at a better time, huh? From Steve Acropolis. And we've got ourselves a 2-2 hockey game with 6:20 to go. And they want more. This is Malaka into the zone, high into the chest protector. Skoronsky down on his knees already. That could have been a dangerous situation there.
Well, the Brick fans are up. They're cheering. They have not had much to cheer about since the first period, but they're up and screaming now. There's Molaka.
5'9", 150 pounds. Centers the second line, does it very adeptly. He's had a nice season. Gets away the scoring opportunity here.
Here we're going to take a look at that last shot. Flicks the puck high. Skoransky kind of traps it against his chest and does the smart thing and holds on for the whistle.
Face off to the left of Skoransky in the Pirate zone. Iannello to take. He's out with Acropolis. Steve Acropolis with a backhanded shot as he's moved up to the forward position. That's off the side of the net. Got the fans here down in that end zone a little bit excited. Back into the corner. Iannello is there. We've got Bobby Acropolis. Wanted to center the puck as Steve Acropolis was in the slot. Third and pass. That goes rink wide and skitters out of the zone along the far side. Justin Sorrentino is on it. Gives away to Hatcher. This is dangerous. Hatcher in. Hatcher looks to the slot. Tries to stuff a rebound out in front. Doria was there. He takes Weber hard to the boards. Here comes Sorrentino. Left wing ahead to Steve Acropolis. A return to Sorrentino. But Dibble gets there and hammers it off the wall. Controlled at center by Brick. This is Molaka. Tries to split the D. Can't get around Hatcher. Goes down. And Dibble will take and control an outlet for Seton Hall. Jim Compton to Ruiz. Fires it in. That catches a piece of Caldwell, but Molaka is on it. Deichmann, now to Molaka in the corner. Has Deichmann in the slot. Takes the shot. Pad save. Oh. You see that one coming again to the slot. Passes behind Barnfield. Compton steps on the play. Takes a hit from Dibble in the corner now. Molaka is in there. Along with Deichmann and Hatcher. And Dibble will clear the length of the ice. This is an icing call as Brick, the Green Dragons, having just notched their second goal to tie this game up, starting to get the sniff a little bit. They've got some life. Bruce Beck cranks it up on Sports Talk this week. Live weeknights at 10 on CN8. Listen, on Monday after our game tonight, that is, CBS Sports' Don Criqui chats with you about college basketball and the NFL. On Tuesday, right after the live high school basketball finals, talk boxing with Bobby Ches. On Wednesday, New York Giants running back Tiki Barber is in. Then on Thursday, talk Final Four with New York Daily News columnist Ian O'Connor and Dave Sims. Sports Talk, weeknights at 10. Long lead pass for Priscilla goes awry. Brick will control and then stolen away again by Priscilla off the wall near side. Ruiz will go deep into his own zone behind his own net and set things up. Flushed out neatly by Swan and now pestered from behind. Priscilla is on the puck. They have Cashian in the slot. They opt to go back to the point. Murphy with a shot that flutters wide on the near side. This is Swan on the puck and a turnaround into the glove of Colgary with Priscilla charging towards the net. The elbows get up a bit. Colgary holds on. We'll get a face-off deep in Brick territory.
It's gut check time right now. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the third period, a tied game. This is what will separate the men from the boys. There you take a look at Chris Swan. Outstanding player for Seton Hall Prep. He's breathing hard. And that's some of the faithful fans here tonight.
On the clear in the neutral zone, this will go the length of the ice, and thus Brick will be whistled for an icing. 4:18 to go. A 2-2 hockey game. The winner will be the state champion. Brick has been here 11 times before. They have 6 state championships. Peter Herms and Seton Hall, they've been here 3 times. They are 0 for 3. Face off relatively close. Credit that one to Brick. And again on the long clear. And as Peter Caggiano, my partner, has mentioned a number of times, you don't need to touch up. As soon as the puck crosses the goal line, the whistle blows for the icing.
Ken, you mentioned this is Brick's 12th time here in this game. In 23 years, they've been here 12 times. That is an amazing statistic. 1 out of every 2 years, they find themselves in the championship game. Credit Bob Oriana.
He's been there for probably all of them.
Everyone.
He's been there since '65 as the head coach anyway. Malacca takes a shot from Fernandez and offside in the zone, just a stride early as Malacca brought that puck in. Was one of the Brick players who's still down.
That's Barnfield.
Yeah. He's not feeling too good. And they're going to call for the training staff to find out. He's going to loosen the cage.
Barnfield is a fellow who last year worked real hard and got the puck to Malacca for that game-winning overtime goal against Brick Memorial.
It seemed like a fairly innocent play. I thought Malacca probably took the worst of that hit as Barnfield was already down on the ice, but he was obscured from our vision. And this will tell us.
Take a look at it. Barnfield right there. Oh, it's his own player that falls on him. That's what happened. He wasn't expecting it. He was not the person receiving the check. His teammate was, but his teammate fell on him and looked like he fell right on his head or neck.
Yeah, that was a very awkward position there. At first, it looked like you could even mess up one of his knees or something there, but they're obviously checking the neck area, the chest area, the shoulder area. Now they're reaching in and grabbing for the left shoulder. This is Scott Malacca in a collision, yeah.
Notice right there, it's his hip and side of his body that crashes into the head of Barnfield.
Well, he's up, he's sitting up anyway.
The fellow with the white sweater is the assistant coach, actually Barnfield's father. Well, you see him with his eyes closed, just wincing in pain. And Joe Porcello from Cedar Grove High School, the trainer that the NJSIAA has here on site in the gold jersey.
A few anxious moments there for Brian Barnfield's father, Glenn, as he watches his son and helps his son off the ice, and of course the appreciative faithful here for both Brick and Seton Hall.
Pretty good crowd tonight, about 6,000 or 7,000 people. Nice to see.
Particularly from a Brick standpoint, too. They have testing all this week, and there was some thought that a lot of the kids, a lot of the parents wouldn't allow their kids to come to the game here tonight because they're going through all kinds of math testing. But I think we have a good show of support here tonight for both squads.
They can study on the bus on the way home like they do every day.
All right, so the face-off will be out in the neutral zone. We'll try and get an update on Brian Barnfield if we can. This is Bobby Acropolis, straddles the blue line, tries to make the move on Dibble and can't. And Brick will just dump the puck into the slot. Ruiz will keep at the left point, dumps it in behind the net. Bobby Acropolis, far side, gets there first. Centering pass. That went through everyone. Back to the point, Ruiz again on the backhand. High, glove down by Caldwell. And here come the Pirates the other way. Swan and Caldwell. Swan takes the shot. Rebound score on the centering pass. And Caldwell way up on the play. And he cashed in neatly on the cross slot pass there by Chris Swan. And it's a 3-2 hockey game.
Credit Chris Swan. He made the play work. He's the one who made that centering pass. He took the defenseman wide with him and then set up Caldwell all alone in front for the leading goal, 3-2.
I never thought he was going to get this pass off. He looked like he lost the opportunity.
He went real far wide to his left, our right. Watch there, nice play. He's forced wide. Now he goes to the backhand. The centering pass. Oh, baby. Ed Caldwell, his 4th goal of the year, and none bigger. Here's another look at it. Compton forces him wide, but to no avail as he's able to get that backhand pass across, and there's the jubilant celebration.
His 4th goal at 11:32 is the goal of difference in this game right now. With just 3:28 to go. And how big was that? Very slow to develop. But boy, did Ed Caldwell cash in when they needed him.
It started out as a 2-on-1, but the Brick defenseman came back and caught up to make it a 2-on-2, but didn't handle Caldwell well, and Caldwell was able to get his hands free and redirect that puck in the net.
Doria from center. Dumps it in wide of Colgary. Sorrentino with it now. Brick needs one to tie this. Malacca at center, weaves his way through traffic, dumps in off the left wing boards behind the net. Murphy is there. Hatcher is there. Hatcher bodied off by Barnfield. Who's back, we can tell you. and cleared out to the neutral zone. Vinny Ruiz on the puck. Turns, looks up ice. Dumps it in again to the right of Skoronsky behind his net. Skoronsky leads from Murphy. So hammered off the board. Does so. Unfortunately, gets it to Doria, who from the blue line takes the shot. That way up over the glass, and let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows back or so. Well,
Brandon Doria right there, the junior forward who earlier tonight scored his 28th goal of the year. Peter Herms needs to hang on for another 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Spoke to him on Friday, or on Thursday night. He said he wasn't going to get a lot of sleep Thursday night prior to the game on Friday. Spoke to him this morning, asked him how much sleep he got last night. He said, very, very little.
The other thing, Ken, last year, he practiced his team twice between the parochial school championship and the overall championship. This year, he gave the boys 2 days off.
They had Saturday and Sunday off. He didn't want them to come anywhere near the rink and wanted them to just rest and think about the task at hand. Well, they've had the legs here in the third period, but so too has Brick. Ooh, dangerous across slot. This is Weber. Goes right wing, the pass way behind O'Connor. And the pass was so wild, it went the length of the ice. And Brick guilty of an icing, not something you want to do with 2:17 to go. The face-off deep in Brick territory. That can't make Bob Oriema happy.
But I tell you, he's not giving up. He'll be in this tooth and nail right to the last buzzer.
Little drink.
Well, the mouth
the
might
palms
be
together. Stand up there, fold the arms.
That might be a little dry. That's why he needed that drink.
Face off to the left of Colgary. Right out to the slot. Now, quick shot there by Swan. Wow. Puck came right to him. Swan was, didn't quite expect that to happen. Ruiz along the far side. A return behind his net for Sorrentino. Sorrentino eyes up his options. Goes off the skate of Steve Acropolis and still caught up in the equipment now of Swan. And on top of it, too, is O'Connor. Finally fished free by Ruiz at his own line and finally center on the left side. To Steve Acropolis, who had stopped skating, so this will be an easy clear right to the stick of Swan. To Cassie, and now Fernandez overskates in front of the penalty area. Into the Pirate zone, a minute 35 to go. Dibble off the left wing boards. To Jim Compton, who turns and fires it back in. Delayed offside, Brick clears the zone. Fernandez chips it further. This is Compton to Ruiz. Into the skates of Swan. Couldn't find the puck, now he does. Had few options and does the smart thing and just gets it in deep as the Seton Hall Pirates want a line change now. Doria and Hatcher step to the ice. Crooks as well. This is Deichmann high into the air on the backhand, and he lost that one over the short glass along the far side. We'll have a neutral zone face-off to come with a minute 5 to go in the third period. 3-2 Seton Hall on top.
Sorrentino coming out right now. This is crunch time, 1:05 left. Brick will put their top 5 skaters on the ice, and so will Seton Hall.
Seton Hall Prep ranked number 1 by the Newark Star Ledger. The Brick Township Green Dragons ranked number 2 by the Newark Star Ledger. And you know what? We're getting a timeout here, and they're going to talk it over. Bob Oriema calls the timeout. He uses his for the game. A classic matchup this was of 1 and 2, and 2 very potent offenses who have really poured on the defense here tonight. The shots are 20-19 in favor of Brick, where they find themselves down by 1.
Brick right now talking about when they're going to pull the goaltender, what players they're going to have coming on the ice for the last minute 5 seconds.
Shouting encouragement, trying to get a play going. They're obviously going to have to pull their goaltender as soon as they get control of the puck after the faceoff.
You're on the start, and then we switch. Hey, we pull the goalie. Come on up halfway. We'll tell you who's going on. What the set is. Maybe Scotty, maybe Steven. We'll get it. Dan.
Looks like he's going to go for a quick line change, Kenny. He's going to put some people out there, run away, storm the net. He's got to pull the goaltender, he will. He's going to make his changes very quick.
Yeah. Get a different kind of matchup or something like that. Fake out Peter Herms and the Seton Hall Pirates, and then change his personnel up You know they're definitely pulling the goalie.
Absolutely.
Hey, good job with the boom microphone there, Mick, by the way.
Anytime, Kenny, anytime.
Chip Colgary skating slowly back to his net. He'll stay about 15, 20 feet out, somewhere around the hash marks. And as soon as this puck goes into the Seton Hall end, he's gone.
Face-off neutral zone, won by Brick. They get it in. They get it in deeper. This is Bobby Acropolis. Pulled down! Oh, my heavens! And Seton Hall is going to pick up a penalty here. Brick is going to get a power play with 56 seconds to go in this one-goal hockey game.
Peter Herms looks stunned, but I tell you what, a scoring opportunity was taken away. You have to make that call. Here you're going to see Bobby Acropolis. Notice the stick put right there. He tugs on the arm, on the chest area.
Doria.
Doria's going to sit for 2 minutes. And it's going to be a hooking call. Now, we haven't mentioned the officials tonight, but they've done a great job. Peter Lanigan and Dave Brown, the two refs tonight, have done an outstanding job keeping this game under control.
Well, for sure, then they'll get Colgary out of the net, and they'll have themselves a 6-on-4 advantage. You have to get the puck going the other way right now. Power play for Brick. They're down by 1 in the third. McNally with a nice play. Swan and Cashian. Back to the Brick blue line. Sorrentino gives it away to McNally, who just fires it back into the Brick zone. Not what they wanted, obviously. They've got 32 seconds. They've got to go the length. This is Sorrentino now on the left wing. Sorrentino to the line. Gets it into the corner right of Skoronsky. McNally is there. Takes a heavy hit from Sorrentino. Falls on top of the puck. Around the far side it goes. Can Ruiz get there? He can. 15 seconds to go. Sorrentino from center. Blocked away by Swan. Swan with a wide open net. Has Cashian there as well. Swan tried to finesse around the defensive Sorrentino. Along behind the back wall. 2, 1. It's all over! The Seton Hall Pirates are the state champions. They've won it for the first time in school history.
It took John Warchol 26 years to get here, but congratulations to him and Peter Herms.
John Warchol getting congratulations. 26 years. And every day, every game, every minute, every second has been worth it. But no moment is sweeter than this one right now.
Bob Oriana will be the first one to congratulate him. Bob's boys did a great job. They put up a valiant effort. But Seton Hall, as you see there, jubilant, screaming and yelling.
And there's your goal scorer, the game winner off the stick of Ed Caldwell, just his 4th of the year. And he's acknowledging friends and family in the crowd down to the far end of the rink. What a big moment for that young man right there. Ed Caldwell, the junior forward, or the junior defenseman, 6'2", 185 pounds. Sensational.
What was a defenseman doing in front of the net? He was scoring a big goal. That's what he was doing there. He was scoring a big goal, and that pass from Chris Swan.
Enjoy it, young man. There's some of those Seton Hall faithful, and they have come out in force.
Some of these guys are going to have pictures of this game that will last a lifetime.
Some of them are going to have video. Oh, what a tremendous feeling for the Seton Hall Pirates. And Dan Perella, and Brandon Doria, and Ed Caldwell, the goal scorers in this one. And John Dibble, who contributed with 2 assists.
And some tremendous hits. This whole tournament, Dibble was fantastic with the ball.
And what a bold move by John Warchol and Peter Herms. Joe Tonzola played a fantastic game in the semifinals the other night. But you know what? Peter Herms and John Warchol all year long have rotated goaltenders, and they thought it was Skoronsky's turn tonight.
Jeff played very well.
Executive Director. And from the
Bobby Acropolis, he has 2 more years to try to come back to this game. He's only a sophomore.
To give his older brother and graduating senior Steve a pat on the head. They can hold their heads high too. They are the public league champions, but they could not successfully defend their title. The title of state champions belongs to the Seton Hall Pirates.
Seton Hall was a team of destinies, and since the opening face-off back in December, this team was ranked #1. Mike Morial had this team all the way, and they came through like champs.
The tri-captains, Brandon Doria, Zack Hatcher. What a tremendous series, and Justin Liebman. And they will take the trophy and raise it high. Their first state championship in what now is their 4th try. What a game. What a season. 3-2, the Pirates on top. We'll be back with more in a moment.
We're about, how far out are we? 1.5?
Now we got 1.5 minutes.
Where do you want to go? What? Zamboni? All right, Zamboni opening.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, there you see the Seton Hall Pirates. They've got the trophy. They've captured the hearts of many here at Continental Airlines Arena tonight. They are the state champions of high school hockey. And you know what? Mick Munninghoff is downstairs with the victorious coach. Mick, take it away.
All right, thanks very much, Ken. With Peter Herms and Coach, I commented on the way over here, the 5th time was a charm. Your 5th time in the finals, and you finally got it done.
Yeah, it was awful exciting. I mean, you know, Brick played an outstanding game. It was one of the best games I've seen high school hockey in a long time. It was up and down. I mean, we had a tremendous performance by Stronsky and net, and I know everybody was surprised we used them, but we promised that we'd use both Tonzo and Stronsky there. Eddie Caldwell came up with a huge goal. Doria, Swan, Jack Hatcher. I mean, you can't say enough about these kids. They hung in there. They weathered the storm. First period, we were down 1-0. That was 2-1. Then they came back 2-2, and we still were able to put it away. So, tremendous game by all our kids.
Talk about the adjustments you had to make. The last time I talked to you, you were losing in this game. You made those adjustments, and then it was too late. What's going through your mind before the defenseman comes up and scores that game winner?
Well, we started off in a 1-2-2, which is a defensive forecheck. The second period, we came out, went to a center right wing, and we were crashing a little bit to get us a little bit more offense. When they scored, we came back into a center right wing, and we knew we had them a little bit on the ropes. We knew we had a little bit more depth than they did. We thought they were getting a little tired, even though they had a little bit of momentum going since they scored the goal. And Eddie Caldwell was able to join the rush and put it away for us. And then we just hung on at the end. It was a big penalty kill for us at the end. Chris Swan did an exceptional job right there, keeping it down deep. And you can't say enough about these kids. There's no question. We have a bunch of excellent players, but character kids, and they stuck together the whole season, and especially tonight.
I think this win finally put your program over the top.
It takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders, I'll tell you that much. No, it was an unbelievable season. You know, as soon as I breathe a sigh of relief. I'm going to start enjoying this one. All right, be happier for the kids.
Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Peter Herms, victorious coach. Seton Hall Prep wins this one. Hey, maybe it's their first championship. They still have basketball coming up tomorrow night against St. Pat's.
Well, they're a picture to last a lifetime and certainly memories for the scrapbook. The Seton Hall Pirates are the state champions. We'll be back to the Continental Airlines Arena right here on CN8 with some final thoughts. Stay with us, won't you?
They got it picked up in the third period. Showed the excitement. It was there. Glory days. What are we doing here? You know yet? Huh? You know what we're doing yet? Or... I just happy. Okay, just figure it out.
Thanks, guys. Final stats in this one, Brick out shooting Seton Hall 20-19, oh so close. Scoring chances, oh so close. The hits, there weren't a lot of them, but they were heavy when they were delivered. Turnovers weren't much of a factor in this one, but the cat and mouse game went on and on and on. The icings, the offsides, multiple face-offs, all those numbers, well, you can do what you want with those. 3-2, Seton Hall victorious in this one here tonight. And what a great feeling for all the Pirates, the Pirate fans. The first state championship in school history. And, well, could you ask for a better game between 1 and 2 in the state championships? I don't think so.
Came right down to the very last minute. Outstanding play by both teams. 3-2, and it could have been 3-2 the other way, the way both teams played. Goaltending was sharp on both sides. Both teams really played well. And tonight we saw not only the good scoring, we saw some good checking, we saw good play all around.
And we saw some scoring from some unlikely goal scorers. Yeah, Seton Hall has a ton of offense, but you know what? When it counted, it was the big defenseman way up on the play on a 2-on-1 that was executed to perfection, Peter.
Well, I asked before, what was Caldwell doing way up there? But he joined the play. He saw that it was a 2-on-1. He had an opportunity to join the offensive play. Chris Swan does a great job by centering this backhand pass, and Caldwell just redirects it into the net for the 3-2 lead.
His fourth goal of the season, and it was a big one. It's probably the biggest goal of his life, needless to say. Pull the defenseman wide and hope the guy is charging hard to the net, and that's exactly what Ed Caldwell was doing.
And this is a tape-to-tape pass. He just kept his stick on the ice where it should be, redirected it, past the goaltender, 3-2, and the celebration started from then.
Sensational ending, sensational game, terrific tournament, and you know what? High school hockey here in the Garden State is only getting better and better and better. And we're certainly glad that you joined us here on CN8 for our coverage, the semifinals on Friday and the finals tonight. It's been our pleasure. And we're happy, and we want to congratulate the Seton Hall Pirates and the Brick Green Dragons. The final score, they played a heck of a game, 3-2 Seton Hall on top. They are the state champions. For Peter Caggiano and Mick Munninghoff and our entire CN8 crew, I'm Ken Adelberger. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night from the Continental Airlines Arena.